Hello, my lovely fellow Scorpios. Thank you very much for joining me, Lorien, to your tarot reading for April 2018. We're going to be using the Tarot Muka by SCORPIO and the Earth Magic Oracle deck by Stephen D. Farmer. As always, this is a general reading for Scorpio Moon, Sun, and Rising signs. So if you are any combination, feel free to look at the other readings to see what else is going on for you as well. And yeah, on we go. If you do want a personal reading from me, the link is down below, as well as all the information you need to get in contact with me. Let's have a look. Okay, I'm going to put that one out as a maybe card because I'm not too sure whether that was just me shuffling or whether it was literally I want to come out and play. So I'm going to just put that here. And they'll tell me whether we need it. I think it's for us, but I don't know. And I say us because I'm also a Scorpio, if you didn't know. Right. If you've been subscribed a while, you probably realised by now. Whoa. Okay. Oops. What do we need to know for Scorpio 2018 in April? April energy for Scorpio in 2018. Another one. Okay. Wow. Okay, hang on. They're just saying to discard that one, so I will, which is nice. Discard that one because they want 4 from here. Wow. Okay. At the bottom we have the Chariot. You know, of all the readings I've done this week, this is, including the monthly ones, this is the choppiest, most demanding one yet. And I think it's basically because it's going to represent the type of month that we're having in April. But yeah, this I think is the past coming out. You've had some tension, you've had some defeat, and you've had some transitions coming through. I think some people have maybe had some selfish victories if they've preceded you in some way, like if they've got something better or they perceive as better than you or they're further along, they're coming out a little bit like you know, so they maybe have pissed you off a little bit. So I'm just going to move that over there. But really nice. You've got the Fool, the 4 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and the Page of Cups. You've got the 8 of Wands over there, but at the bottom I'm going to start with the Chariot. So Chariot is really strong. It's coming through with a sense of purpose. I also feel it's a little bit of victory and hard control. You're really tugging at the reins here. You've got some self-assertion. Your willpower is strong. You may be deciding between 2 different avenues, but there's no reason that you can't kind of combine aspects of both, whichever direction that you choose. I feel as though you've got the wisdom coming through here. You've got the wisdom of spirit. That's what they kind of put into my head here. So April, you have the wisdom of spirit, which is really good to have. And then we have the Fool, which is very much about beginnings and new times. You may feel that April is literally a new beginning for you because it's the first month of the zodiac in a sense. So I would say that this is coming out for you in a very strong, compassionate way. I don't know where compassion came through, but maybe you're being kinder to yourself. Maybe you're giving yourself a bit more of a break. And there's been some release recently. Now, the 1st of April is actually not only my grandma's birthday, but it's also April Fool's Day, and it's also the full moon. So I think this is coming in just to say, have some faith, pray to the moon if you want, just do something very strong with that lunar energy, because I think this is saying it's a rebirth time. I mean, some people may not understand the direction you're going. They may go, are you still on this? You know, are you still working towards this? Or are you still with that person? Or on this subject? Or, you know, bringing this up? You are, because I think you have this childlike inquisitiveness, that's the one. Not the child inquisition, but that kind of thing that's coming in for you to begin again, that feeling of joy, because you do have the 4 which is a very stable number, but also this is about home and harmony and relationships of all kinds. And I think that you're coming now into your soul purpose, you're coming now into your direction. Some people may feel like they are overstaying their welcome comes to mind, but I also feel like you are putting down a very strong foundation. You have been for a while, you have been putting through all these challenges, but still making sure that you build it strong. And I think you've learned a lot. You should be more skilled now, or certainly have more confidence in the skills that you've learned. I also feel that this is you kind of gathering your gifts, gathering your abilities in a way. Yeah, it looks like you're gathering some. This is the seed of your idea. This is the first bloom coming out. By mid-month or something, you should be completely overrun with all the seeds of your ideas and the blooms coming out and all this beautiful harvest of emotion and all this harvest of creative efforts. So yeah, this is really, really coming through very strong. But there's been a theme with a few readings for April about jealousy. And I reckon that this is coming up again for you. Is probably a little bit of people who are going, I want what she's got, he's got, they've got. And it could be that you are either pulling the wool over your own eyes or somebody's trying to pull the wool over yours. It could be that they're seeing some of something that you're doing and going, well, I'm going to tell you that this is crap. And I'm going to say that this is absolute garbage. And they'll believe me. And then they'll have to change it and it won't be as good and I'll get the benefit of that. This could be somebody doing that to you. I hope to heaven that this is not you doing it to somebody else, because that will really scupper yourself. But yeah, this I feel is that your connection to this person, again, you may be a little bit disappointed by their actions. It could also be that somebody's trying to literally get something over you or get something on you that you feel like you have to conform to their ways or something like that. I really hope that's not the case, but just in case, I think just to watch your back a little bit and make sure that you are protected. But the page is about messages. This is one of synchronicity, creative energy. This is a really hopeful card. For some of you, this is the start of a new journey that you haven't been on before. And it may be that you have a little bit of naivety in that, which is fine. It's going to be a new experience. You've got the Fool here. You're still on this new road, and there's going to be changes that will make you think and make you wonder how you got here or where you're going. But I honestly believe that this turn, the same turn of the century, I don't know why, because we're far from that. But there's something coming in that says that you can believe, you can achieve here. You might be a little bit determined, a little bit focused. You've got something for your efforts coming through. I'm here. You're not getting rid of me. I'm defiant. I get that feeling here. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm going forwards. Yes, I've done it. It kind of like they've done a biathlon or something when they've just been swimming and they've crossed the finish line. That's what's coming up to me at the moment, where they're like, yes, I'm here. There's a very intense look on this guy's face. I don't know whether you can see it. Probably not. But it's like, yes, I've done it. I'm here. I'm not giving up on my dream. I'm not giving up on my dream. So that could be something that's really cool coming in for you. But here, the 8 is change. Now, the 8 of Wands is very quick. I mean, you can see her, she's very startled by how fast these things have come in. So this change, this click that comes round could be incredibly quick for you guys. And it could be that you're feeling like, oh, I'm a little bit overwhelmed here. I don't really know what I'm doing. But that seems to be coming through. Let's see what the rest of the cards are. I have been rambling for 9 minutes. So let's just get on with the rest of them. 6 of Cups. This is really strong as well. So you're having something growth here. You're actually having some, again, nostalgia from something. Something that you maybe started before is now being built up. You're going to get an audience from it, which is really nice. Ooh, your dreams are coming true, and they're coming through, I think, basically because of the comfort that you're in. You should be getting in your comfort zone. You should be feeling comfortable about the foundations that you've laid now, the connections that you've made, the help, the way you are with people. Now, if this was a personal reading, I would say that this is to do with 3 people, and maybe you're in a group of 3 friends, and somebody's going to get a little pissed, and it's going to try and take something from you because they get really jealous. Alternatively, I think that because you're celebrating, because you're in a sense of friendship and community, there could be somebody within that community that's going to get quite annoyed or, again, try and deceive you. So please just do be careful of that. I don't mean to say that anything bad is going to happen, but it's going to lower your energies, and you don't want that. And then we have the 5. Okay, so yeah, this is an interesting combination because I would say that this is family or people trying to drag you into things that you don't really need. Some adversity, some conflict and tension, maybe a little bit of strife and disagreements, but you're defiant. You're saying, hell no, I'm not just bowing to whatever you want. It could also be competition and you come out the victor, so you maybe surprise people with your tenacity and your determination that you eventually come on top. You may be a bit of a surprise for people this month. Alright, let's see. Well, okay, let's have a look. Ebb and flow. Just like the seasons, I think this is just saying that you can have this ebb and flow, but I feel like this is more to do with the moon. Like I said before, there's at least I think I did on this one, the lunar energy coming in. There should be something that you do maybe within the tides and the flow of the moon this month, and it could be that you're kind of feeling the energy go up and feeling the energy go down. Now, I feel as though this is all to do with how deep your emotions are at any given time. Scorpios tend to live in the darker depths of the ocean, but when they get riled, they come straight to the surface and there's a storm going on overhead. Pisces are kind of in the calmer waters. Cancerians are more in the shallows where they're reaching other people, so that empathy can kind of reach out a little bit. But Scorpios, you're very deep. And I think that this is to do with having this edge coming in. You are reaching out, but sometimes you're withdrawing. And that's what I see. You kind of going to somebody and then you're withdrawing. And there's not anything wrong with that. I think this is more to do with the flowing energies. Be aware of your flowing energies. Be aware of what is your fight and what isn't. And don't push your energy if you're feeling too tired. Just make sure that you do the commitment that you want to do and don't beat yourself up if you need time off. I think that's basically what that means. But that's it for now, I think, and I do hope everything goes well for you. Let me know, as always, how things go. I do read every single comment. Thank you for subscribing, sharing everything. And again, all information on readings or how to get in touch with me is below. But in the meantime, I'll love you and leave you, and blessed be.